We're back in Spiritfarer. Kind of amped, kind of sad. Hi, yes. Yeah, I decided I'm gonna do Spiritfarer Saturday for at least as long as what Spiritfarer's storyline goes. How you been, yes? How you been doing? Also, welcome to the stream, everybody. Hi, Fox. I thought you'd be sleeping. Trying to get some rest. Okay. Hello, Dragon Princess. I'm okay, yes. So I said on the thingy, got some bad news in the week from the doc, but nothing life. This is the first. My game suddenly doesn't have sound. Let me just exit out of the game and then reload it and see if that brings it back. Because for some reason the sound has just dipped out of my game. Which is very, very weird. It's definitely not muted here. That's weird. See if we can fix that. Oh no, Fox, that sounds terrible. Are you gonna go see a doc that they can get it better? We'll just put the music on so we're not sitting in silence. Unable Steam. Oh, we're unable to sync account. Okay, that's fine. Just load the game for me. Gosh, my sound has just gone away completely. Can you guys still hear me? Please confirm, because everything seems to have gone mad. I'm still supposed to be live. A bunch of other mates, so hopefully that helps a bit. I don't see why you shouldn't be able to go to the doctor. I mean, I feel like it would be weird if you can't go to the doctor. Okay, maybe now we're finally working again. Let me see. Okay, you can still hear me. So weird. The music back on for now. Don't know what's going on. Don't know why the sound's gone crazy. Oh, there we go. Our sound's back. Perfect. Don't know what happened. Oh gosh. Please. Why? Everything's going mad. Game isn't picking up in OBS. Hello, game. OBS. Find each other. There we go. Success. It's gonna be one of those streams apparently tonight, guys. We're just gonna be having all the chaos. Okay, sound is back for the game. Hallelujah. It's only been like 8 minutes of me trying to figure out my life. Which I suppose is an improvement to 20 odd years, so, you know. Okay, where were we in our Spiritfarers? Okay, I know we have to take Summer to the Everdor, which I don't really want to do, but, you know, we have to say goodbye to our precious Summer. It is what it is. Build Gustav's gallery, find Olga's sister Marsha. Still have to change an outfit. Give Atul some fried chicken, which we still need to figure out, and improve Atul's house by adding the picture frame. Okay, I think it's probably going to be giving me the whole it's too late to travel anywhere situation. Where was... There's the Everdor. We're pretty much right by the Everdor, so I think that's going to be our best bet, is to just head there for now. And say farewell to Summer. So sad. This is going to be Yaz's first time seeing the Everdor. I don't think you were here when we said goodbye to Gwen, were you, Yaz? Oh shoot, that was the wrong button. I'm sorry. What did I say? It's gonna be one of those. It's just gonna be one of those. That's what happens. You're gonna see the Evador for the first time, and hopefully by then I've figured out my life enough to stop clicking the wrong buttons and having sound issues, and just having a jolly old time, apparently, figuring out my life. Oh jeez, flashing lights. I forgot to put the content warning thing on screen. Yep, we're having a good day. I couldn't flash that, like accidentally click to that one instead. No, I had to do the be right back screen, of course. I suppose now would be a good time though to just like temporarily do this. For those of you who don't know, please be aware that in this game there is flashing lights and occasional use of foul language. I just had a flashing light go off on the screen right now. So please be aware of that if you're watching this game, and if you have photosensitive epilepsy or light sensitive epilepsy, depending on how you want to phrase it, and if you're going to be offended by the use of foul language. Right, back into the game. Okay, I think, well, they're all sleeping, so we'll have to wait till morning anyway to go to the Evador. So we'll wait till the morning. It's the last time Summer is gonna sleep with us in her weird hammock situation up there. Boop and Shoop are sleeping. We haven't forgotten their names. Shoop and Boop. What did I need to do all the other things to build all the other things? The bolt snake, exactly. Okay, what did I need to improve this? Oh, comet powder, which we don't have, and an ash plank, which also don't have. Well, can't do any of that. Wanted to see, what did we need? Astrid's bungalow, which I think we built already. We are looking for Gustav's gallery. We need cotton thread, is that it? Do cotton thread? Should be it. Wouldn't that be? No, that's wool. Oh, the poop, no, that's where I get cotton thread. That's linen thread. Wool thread. Gosh darn it, I suppose there has to be a cotton flower somewhere. Okay, let's just have Stella and our cute little daffodil head of bed so we can show Yaz the beautiful Evador. And she can, we're gonna start this side off, this stream off on a sad, chaotic note apparently. Chaos first and then just pure sadness. It's really sad to watch them go. I mean, we've only seen Gwen go so far, and I mean Gwen wasn't even my favorite character. Gwen was kind of a bit of a pain in the butt, to be honest. Very entitled personality. I was about to use a very horrible like analogy that would make no sense to Yaz, because there's no way the show would air in the UK. I was about to say, if anyone's ever watched Sevendelon back in the days when Polar was still on there, Gwen reminded me of Polar, like same personality, somewhat good-natured and caring, but also incredibly self-centered. Found something you might like, perhaps. Gift from my collection. Ooh, valuable stuff. And that was like the personality that I got off of Gwen. Almost by the Evador. Oh, flashing light. This is why content warning. I need to expand my content warning. I just haven't gotten there yet. I'll get there eventually. It's one of those things. Fortunately, I'm not playing so many games at once that there might be too much going on. Food. Ooh, I had pizza for dinner tonight. It was great. Fox and Dragon, you'd be jealous. It was Ashley's. Don't be afraid of the red blood. Yes, or the red blood. The red water. We don't use that word. It'll get us in trouble. I don't know why it's red, but it's not blood, okay? It's just dyed water. That's all it is. It's food coloring. We're okay. Are you ready to go? Off we go to the other door. I feel somewhat bad that I have no ability to make Stella walk. It's so sad that, like, this is supposed to be a really sad... Oh, right, they all line up to say goodbye. Oh, I forget that they all line up to say goodbye. I ate so much today because I was birthday meal for family friends. I'm so sleepy and full. Partially lurking, playing Sims and watching. That's no problem. I appreciate you being here, yes. You lurk away. They're all gonna come line up and say goodbye, which is so sad. There's like giant gaps though. The pizza was pretty good. I had a very simple one because it's me and we all know I appreciate simple food. And yeah, the other one was bird friendly. I really thought I could keep up with it this time. Oh, see. The dragon. I was certain it was calming down. I could feel it purring. Dragons purr? Okay. Maybe some of them do. The warmth of it in my chest. Are you a dragon at heart, Summer? We will accept you as a dragon or a snake. Also, I lowered the volume on my mic, guys, so if I sound a bit softer, I was just concerned because I kept seeing the mic peak. So I had to lower the volume. It was bothering me so much. Oh, I don't, though. I don't like the meat supreme. I guess I just did it all over again. I did the, shoot, what was it called? I can't remember what it's called, but it had chicken, mushroom, and garlic on it. Just like my father, the dragon is a beast. Indomitable, if I recall my own words correctly. Whether you choose to care for it, or to beat it down. Oh, what would Rose think of me? Would she be proud? Would she be ashamed? I can't help but wonder what she would have done in my stead. But I know what she would have told me. She'd have looked me straight in the eye. Her gaze would have pierced through the veil of my appearance. She wouldn't have said a word. She knew from the beginning. She knew the dragon would take me away. She knew I would have tried to love it and not hate it. Would she have judged me for my failure? I couldn't love it, Stella. I just couldn't. That's okay. Some things just can't be loved, Summer. You don't have to love everybody. It's okay. As much as I hate it, it is a part of me now. It will be forever. If I want to leave gracefully, I must accept it for what it is now. I was looking forward to so many more lessons with you. You've been such a gifted student, Stella. I am so proud of you. So proud of your heart. So proud of your blossoming soul. I'm sorry to leave you. You'll have to learn by yourself. I have no doubt that you'll pull through. The only lesson I have left is to show you what we're made of. Of ephemeral starlight. We're but a few particles of thought on the vast stream of consciousness. This is the last thing I can teach you, Stella. That all things change, that all things end. True. Oh, the sad music. I'm so proud of you, Stella. And I know Rose would be too. Thank you for everything. Oh, the last hug. Very, very long hug. One of those long, awkward hugs. Every time I play this game and I look at the art style, it's just amazing. We're gonna go play in the stars again. If we get to see the giant owl again, I'd like to meet the owl again. That constellation doesn't seem as impressive as Gwen's. Gwen's was beautiful. This one seems a little... I mean, it's still I still love the whole concept of them turning into constellations. Like I explained it all in the previous stream. Why again with the bang bang? I'll come get the flower in a sec. I explained it all in the previous stream. Why, or the last time we took someone to the Evador, why I was so appreciative, shall I say, of the constellation thing. And it's primarily because back when I was a kid, I very strongly believed... Ooh, yes, Marsha. We need to go there. I very strongly believed for some reason that when people pass away, they become stars. And I would always look at the sky at night and think that everybody who had passed away that I knew was looking down at me. And the brightest stars were the people that I knew specifically. So I really appreciate the whole concept in this game of after they like cross over through the Evador that they become this constellation. Kind of just resonates with a part of me from my youth. Jeez. Giant jumping sheep. Well, it's not a giant jumping sheep, but it kind of looked giant from my peripheral vision. Lots of tea. My gran would be so happy. All the tea. Do we plant sunflowers at all? I don't think so. Coffee, sunflowers. Oh, cotton! Yes, cotton. I must have had the forethought in the previous stream to buy cotton and completely forgot. I hear Baba. Baba sheep in the background. Atul's being super excited again. Oh, Atul, I would love to do a lightning storm, but actually really not. You're also really hungry. What would you like to eat, Atul? Preferably not my vegan and vegetarian safe food. Oh wait, summer's gone though. I suppose it doesn't really matter. I reserved those primarily for summer, since summer was always the one that had that was particular with it. A lightning oh, I keep pressing the wrong thing. A lightning storm. No, I don't want to do the lightning storm. That's too bad, Sprout. Maybe next time. I should have toggled on safety mode, but it's okay. I actually probably should do a inventory or a what am I thinking of? Some resource collection, actually. Just here at all, jamming out some tunes in the background. I don't think we found at all what Gustav's favorites are. Needs a home. We're working on it. I can't even remember, like, this is the worst thing when you have so many options and so many things to do. I can't freaking remember what we've given Gustav and what not to be able to figure out what may or may not be their favorite food. Give them some lamb chops. Did we give... Oh, that's pork chops, not lamb chops. Did we give them pork chops in the past? I can't remember. Thank you, Skipper. This meal is nourishing. Okay. I would have thought he would, like, that Gustav would appreciate fine dining cuisine, considering that, oh, sheepy's all floofy again. Considering how proper Gustav is. I was sure they'd appreciate fine dining. Shellfish stew. Ooh, new recipe. Nice. I should go back and see... How many did we needed quite a few to unlock that outfit, didn't we? I can't remember that Spiritfarer had an update, so I don't know if they would have patched it out for the Easter outfit already. It'd be really sad if I can't get the Easter outfit, honestly. Again with the lightning storm. We're not doing a lightning storm. No. Last time I was too eager and I kept going, yeah, sure. Let's collect our flower. Oh, so each of them that pass away have their own spirit flower. So Summer is just showing us like little daisy kind of things. And these were Gwen's. So they all have their own type of flower that they sprout. They don't sprout the same flower. That's interesting. Spirit flower. Because I know some of the recipes called for spirit flowers and then they show like a generic flower type thing. But I mean, to be fair, I'm pretty sure it would have taken a whole lot of effort for the developers to try and figure out some way to incorporate every single flower. I need to clean off the side of our boat. There's just stuff everywhere. I don't think there's anything else that I can necessarily do. Fish. I can fish. But I was referring in terms of getting our quests done. I don't think there's much else I can do until the cotton has grown. And we can make ourselves some cotton thread. I don't know why this game gives me so much anxiety when I'm fishing. Probably because I know I have the attention span of a 2-year-old and doing this fishing thing is just not for me. Because every time I have to do this fishing thing, I just, like real life, because I think this would be me in real life if I were to ever try fishing again now. Like in real life, I'm just gonna be like, nah, this is boring. And just not be paying attention in my mind. Holy moly. The heck? Oh, it's the ice thing. Good grief. And my mind will just drift off into other things because, man, like, I understand people that do fishing, don't get me wrong. If it's something you enjoy, then by all means. There's a lot of things that I don't understand that people enjoy. I'm not going to judge anyone for enjoying things I don't necessarily enjoy. But man, I can't fathom sitting for hours just staring at some pole in the water. Well, it's the line in the water, not the pole, but still. And just being like, oh, yeah, see, it's not focused. And just being like, yeah, sure, we'll just wait for something to happen. Yeah, see, like, Gaz knows. I'm sorry, like, I can sit still when I need to. But the whole, oh gosh, I'm gonna have to climb. Am I gonna have to do a whole argument with the dragon again? The whole concept of just staring at a freaking thing. I'd also feel bad for the fish. Like, I said a long time ago to my mom as well, if I ever had to do fishing, I would be that like catch and release type fishing. I wouldn't want to actually eat the fish and do the whole like gutting and scale and all that. I remember way back, like way back, we were in, shoot, I was probably grade, I'm trying to think if it was for our SOS camp or the prefect camp, because then it's like either grade 6, grade 7, and we did fishing, or the guys went to go do some fishing, and the one guy came back, you and your bell, oh my gosh. They came back with a fish and he was like, yeah, he's now going to gut it and scale it. And I'm like, no, thank you. Also, for a fish. I just walked away. I couldn't. I think all of us girls except one walked away. We were like, nah, we're not staying for that. And we just walked off. As I told you, Marsha and I never really got along. It seems like you didn't get along with many people. Person whose name I've actually forgotten, to be honest. As I told you, Marsha and I never really got along. She's a tried and true blabbermouth. And no, not the funny kind. I like this turtle. Yeah, I think this is another turtle. We met the green turtle last time. I don't think this one's a green one. I actually think this one might be like a purplish color. And yes, much worse than me, but agree, these turtles are freaking amazing. I never took pleasure in destroying other people's lives. On the contrary. Alright, I should be able to pull off a little bit of acting here. Let's see if I can fake it. Sure. Perfect. Marsha, good to see you again, old hag. Well, great, off to a great start, just calling someone an old hag. You've retreated much further than I thought. How are you doing these days? Oh, the sound. That got the same sound. The sound is amazing. Kind of sounds like whale sounds. Maybe that's why everyone likes the sound of the turtles, because it's like whale sounds, which are supposed to be super soothing. Well, well. If it isn't Astrid. Ah, that's the person's name. Thanks, Turtle. Very helpful. Yeah, this sounds great. It's very soothing. That's what I think it's because it almost sounds like whale sounds, which are supposed to be really soothing. You've never been this nice to me before. Did Olga send you? Should I assume you need a favor? If it's a scarf, sorry honey, but I've just given the last one I knitted to a lovely chap up in the mountains. But I still have some winter socks if you're interested. That's nice of you, but that won't be necessary. No thank you. Stella here welcomed me on her boat and made a wonderful house for me while we were cruising the oceans. All of my needs are met thanks to this wonderful young lady. Actually, it's information I'm after. Darling, have you heard anything about Giovanni? I know it's silly, but I'm still looking for my lazy husband. Olga said in a letter you had a lead on where to find him. Oh, I did actually. But Astrid, you know I'm not in the business of gossiping. Olga maybe, and I won't even talk about Irina, but me? Oh my, never. I somehow don't believe this. Remember when I inadvertently mentioned to Sir Brogwood how his wife had met with his cousin in the lower garden? Or when Mrs. Fredericks confided in me the secret of her foreign lover? You don't? Exactly! That's because I've never told no one. Well, apparently except till now. Oh, Marcia, darling, that's true. But what do you make of Sir Langdon's spat with his wife? All because someone blabbed about his mistress to Mrs. Langdon's maid. Oh, and what about that time when little Bobby accidentally discovered who had killed his pet bird, Zachariah? Oh. What do you think of the ruckus caused by the discreet revelation of Mrs. Gardner's secret stash of fine liquor? And I could go on and on and on, honey. I agree with this turtle. Just stay out of it. But that was different. Oh wait, the turtle the turtle leaked it all. Of course the turtle leaked it all. Where is he, Masha? Oh well, okay. He's in Loneburg. He hooked up with someone. Another someone? Damn, this dude gets around. I don't know the details. Wasn't so hard now, was it? Thanks a lot for helping me out, Masha. Your kindness is as gigantic as your forehead. Oh my gosh. Wow. You did the right thing, and I won't forget it. Who knows? You might even receive a crate or two of freshly threaded wool in a couple of weeks. And Stella here might need your services. I'll leave you to it. See you soon, Masha. Damn, I hate her stupid face. I'm out of here. Good grief. Kind of mean. I like their faces, yeah. Okay, it's still like nighttime, so we can't really see the color, but they're like a weird brownish burgundy type color, looks like. And we can plant stuff on them, which is kind of great. It seems like all the turtles we can just plant things on, which isn't the worst thing in the world, to be honest. Oh, poop. Using the wrong buttons. Apparently it's going to be a wrong button kind. I feel like every time I play this game, I'm just like all thumbs. I can't click on any of the right things when I play this game for some reason. Can't do the stream right, can't do the game right. On a roll. Food's ready. Sadly not my... I didn't even click anything. Oh my gosh. I rest my case. Yes, Marsha. You took your sweet time, right? Are you done? Yep. Alright. I'll see you later then. Goodbye. Do I need to speak to you? No, but you are hungry. Heat-treated crab? Oh, right, you don't like the fine dining. I'm sorry. Let me get you something else. Some grilled veggies. Okay. A giant sandwich. Oh, you've got a thing. She has never been nice, running her mouth like that. She's the mean one of the bunch. But enough about her. Thanks for bringing me here, Munchkin. So, Giovanni is in Loneburg. Well, he usually hates winter. Let's go find him, Munchkin. Well, we will have to do so in the morning, Astrid, because currently it is too dark to sail anywhere. Oh wait, never mind, it is wake-up time. We were apparently up all night. Good morning, Gustav. I shall assist you momentarily. Well, water and harvest our crops. Like I noticed, I've been saying for so many years, my dad's main game that he plays is a farming simulator. Well, is a farming simulator. The game is literally called Farming Simulator. And for years I've been like, I don't understand how he can sit and play that for hours. It's so boring. And then I realized not so long ago that I spend the vast majority of my time like off stream, the games that I play. There's so many games that I have and that I want to get that are farm based. So it's not like full farming, it's kind of like this. I never played Farmville, yes. I never played Farmville. But yeah, it's kind of like this idea where there's like stories and quests and things, but a lot of them also are based off of like doing farming and the, for lack of a better term, off time, that you're not running around doing other things. Alright, it's morning. We can actually travel again. Yeah, I know a lot of people played it, but I didn't play it. Oh yeah, that was the other thing. Let's see here. Crow's End Ink. Do we have to go there? Did we get a quest for that? I don't think so. We're just trying to see where is South Point Docks? No. Where's Loneburg? Loneburg a new location? This Loneburg. Wow, Loneburg is a ways away. Okay. Gosh, I don't even know where we are anymore on this map. Okay, hold on. I've lost where we are on the map. Okay, so we are here. Oh, okay, Loneburg is actually not that far away. Never mind. Loneburg is right over there. Just because I was traveling around the whole freaking globe. Let's see. Probably everyone on the ship's hungry again, because I swear everyone's constantly hungry on this ship. Again with a buoy base. There's another drink of some kind. I really want to unlock some more recipes so I can get some outfits. Aside from the fact that it's quest related, as I said in the previous stream, I'm very much obsessed with the concept of like character customization. Why did I complicate that so much? Yeah, I'm very, very obsessed with the whole character customization thing in games. I love the ability to just choose even some version of customization, even if it's just like change up this, like the color or just like hair color, even simple like things just to give you some version of distinguishing character or appearance. So much buoy base, holy moly. And are you hungry? Nope, you're not hungry. Are you hungry? You're kinda hungry. We'll give you some food. I could shear them, but I like looking at them all poofy and floofy. It's adorable. So I'm gonna leave you Floofy and Poofy. That should have been their names, Floofy and Poofy. Imagine just walking around with Floofy and Poofy. Oh, and Alice is probably starving by now because I constantly forget that she exists. Alice, I need to get you off my boat before you actually die of starvation, because I think you, even in the afterlife, are going to die of starvation. Honestly. I don't think we have... Yeah, we have none of her likes. Man. Look. Oh, you found stuff. Oh. Freaking heck. I keep pressing the space bar instead of E. I don't know why. Ooh, Loneburg. I still very much appreciate the fact that you can see like reflections in their water. Shout out to the devs for putting in so much effort that you can see the reflection in the water, even from like an entire distance. And Tool's having a very excited conversation with Gustav. Even from a very like far distance away, you can still see. I might as well clean the side of the boat quickly. You can still see a reflection in the water. So I actually very much appreciate the dev effort in making that happen, because I can't imagine that that's like an easy thing to have to do. Or maybe it's easy, but it's probably very time consuming. This boat is filthy. Also just realized I have this poor female swimming. Well, I'm assuming Stella is female. Don't assume. I've got this Stella like swimming in this freezing frigid ice water. I'm coming, Astrid. Give me a sec. I'm cleaning the boat. Good grief. Let's see. We're here. Let's take a look. Indeed, let's take a look. I actually just finished another game where you spend a lot of time on a boat. Like privately, not on stream, obviously. And, man, that game was annoying. Stella, he's been here. I can feel it. I won't beg. But if you could... Oh, come on, you know what to do. Do your bidding for you? Whoa, jeez, that's very trippy. Ooh, we have a new character here, who does also look like a lion type shape. This is going to be Giovanni, isn't it? Oh my, aren't you the cutie pie bambino? I'll call you Peanut. Like a cute little peanut pie. I'm offended already. What? You're looking for someone named Giovanni? Ha! But that, Bambino, doesn't surprise me one bit. I mean, who isn't looking for me? I told this is going to be Giovanni. I'm Giovanni. Leon Formidable. Sorry to break to you, though, but you're a bit young for me. What? Astrid, you say? She's with you on your lovely boat? Yeah, because you said tiny peanut. I'm slightly offended. I take offense to being called tiny both in and outside of games. I know I'm small, but you don't have to point it out constantly. Say no more. Here I come. Speaking of, that doggo that you met, Dusty, he pretty much he hasn't moved in with the neighbors. The neighbors got someone to like try and help, but they went to the owners, and the owners were like, no, we'll do things, whatever, long story short. And my dad and my sister were by the neighbors earlier to take some stuff down for Dusty to help get him all settled in over there for when he does come over there. And apparently we look very young. Our neighbors are the same, like more or less same age as what you guys are. And apparently they were very confused because they thought we were like in our teens, my sister and I. We're like, no. Here I come. Oh, wow. He didn't wait at all. This is boarded up. I wonder if there's anything else on this island aside from the giant billboard. Ooh, something in the water. Aside from the giant billboard in the background, which again, credit to the developers, but also my eyes. Ooh, what did we find? A recipe for beef fondue. Okay. I mean, I can't make beef, but I also can't get out of this water, which is a problem. I'm sorry, Daffodil. Oh my gosh, poor Daffodil. Was he freaking out here? Ooh, what can I buy here? Is there different stuff that I can buy at this particular location? Yes, we can buy more cotton seeds. Give me the cotton seeds, please. And cabbage seeds? Do we have cabbage? Yeah, that's it. Like, credit to the developers. It's well done. It's just, it's a bit much. So I'm not like, ooh, what is this? Metal rope and glass. I mean, I don't care for the glass. We can make it ourselves, although I've forgotten how, but we can make it ourselves. Oh, right, with bottles, which is kind of stupid if you ask me. But anyway, I don't know what the metal rope would be for. I'm just gonna buy it because it's probably gonna be for some purpose or reason, and I don't feel like I'm all the way out here just for that. What? Also, there was like some side quest that we had to do, wasn't there, for some guy on some other island that I've already forgotten because it didn't become an official quest. Can't remember what they wanted. I know it had something to do with a showbiz type thing, but I can't remember what it was. Just like that? No fuss? Really? He must be really desperate. Let's go back. Ooh, we're gonna meet a Giovanni. Giovanni. Yes, I'm trying to head out. If I start gagging, it's because I swallowed wrong. Oops. Let's see Giovanni's big reveal. Oh. He's here. Well, don't just stand there. Welcome him aboard, Stella. Jeez, okay. We're coming. Peanut. Is Giovanni gonna call me Peanut the whole time? Yep, definitely a lion. Oh my golly. Oh my gosh, looks like... Isn't there like in one of the movies of Scar where Scar looks like this dark? Probably at nighttime in like one of the movies, but honestly it looks like Scar. Puts me off immediately. So, you're a bad guy. Cool. Giovanni. Astrid. His face. Yeah, it definitely looks like Scar. Except from this angle, because that length of face is kind of impressive. Oh, Astrid. You look good. He kind of doesn't from that angle, but, you know, to each his own. Beauty's in the eye of the beholder. Always. Oh, gosh, you are going to be such a Chad. Apologies to all the Chads out there. I know not all of you Chads are assholes. I know a Chad who's not, but generalizing. And you look splendid too, princess. Astrid, I was looking for you. Everywhere I went, you were not there. Honey, my life is empty without you. The air tastes like dust. The ground feels wobbly. The stars are gone from the sky. Oh my gosh, God. Over the top much. And no one is here to scratch my back. Yeah, oh, wow. Yep, at the end of the day, it all comes down to you, doesn't it? I even had to buy a back scratcher. Wow. The shame. You know, the wooden ones with a little plastic hand on top. Stop it, Giovanni. I agree. I haven't forgotten what you did. I will never forget. But I'm willing to forgive you. Only if you promise to behave. Can you do that, Giovanni? Can I trust you on this? Or should I forget about you right here and right now? Yes. Oh yes, my princess. Have my back and I'll show you how trustworthy I can be. You seem so scaly and so shady, and not just because of the color of your fur. I will shower you with gifts and never take the slightest peep at other women ever again. I want to just call bullshit right now. Heavens, I'll even stop looking at other people. Lies. You have my word. That's an impossible statement. You can't ever stop looking at other people. Like, you gotta look at other people your whole freaking life. You can't just not see other people. Alright, Giovicans. Good gosh, okay. But you're still on probation, mister. If I ever see you doing something fishy, I'll kill you. I'm kind of already dead. Is that how they ended up dead? Astrid, you committed murder. Is that why you're here? You need to repent. Oh. You hear me? Now come here. I have so much to tell you. Also, just pointing out, I said was a lion this whole time and not a dog. I don't know why they went woof. Giovanni and I have a few things to settle. You don't need to babysit me for a while. I'm sure you've got better things to do than watch two ancient lovebirds reconnect. I'll talk to you later. Okay. Fair enough. Well, I think it looks like the cotton is ready to harvest. Is there any new places that we can go to? Well, we do need to go see Frank, who's right over here, conveniently. So we can sell some things. So, how did I set waypoints again with R? Yeah, it should show us that we're by them. Nordweiler. I want to go a bit further, though. Ooh, our resources will be ready there. So that's great. Oh yeah, it was the lighthouse. It was this lighthouse where this other person was. Or it might have actually been this lighthouse. I actually think it's that lighthouse. Let me have a look. The weird little side quest thing. Just because we're not doing too much on a quest that we can do right now, we might as well follow through with a little side quest. And hopefully find what we need along the way. Ooh, major hole. Nice. Cabbage, celery, leek, lettuce. Sure, let's do some cabbage. I would not want to be on a boat with a bunch of people all eating cabbage. I'm just putting that out there. At least it's an open air boat, so not that much going for us. You're going to bed now, aren't you? You called me over and now you're going to bed. Oh. Where are they sleeping? Are they sleeping on the couch? That would have been amazing if they had Gio just sleeping on the couch outside. Just be like, nope, I don't think so. What? Where are you sleeping? Are you sleeping on the floor? Boop, could you move? I'd like to see what is happening here. Boop. Boop, I can't see past your floof. Boop. Oh, fine. Just stay there. I will creepily spy on them later. Said every weird stalker ever. Fish curry. Ooh, another new recipe. Nice. What do we need? We unlocked another recipe. Floofy boop. Very floofy boop. The sheep to me just look so cute when they're jumping around and they're fully floofed. Because you just see their wool bouncing about and it's adorable. So unless I need wool, I'm probably just going to leave them as they are. Floofy sheeps. I love the floofy sheeps. I'm still sad you can't hug them. Wait, when did we unlock wonton soup? Rice flour and meat. When the heck did we unlock that? That's a good question. Beef and fat. Huh. Okay. There's a whole bunch of stuff still to unlock. I'm gonna be so annoyed if I finish this game and I haven't unlocked these, like, everything in here, because I'm such a collector. I have to know all the things. Otherwise, I won't be happy. I really want to hug the sheep, and also those emotes are still the most adorable things ever he has. I'm so sad they didn't give us, like, I've said this probably in every freaking stream since I've had a sheep, but I'm so annoyed about the fact they gave you animations to hug everything in the game, like all the characters in the game that come onto the boat. But apparently you can't hug the floofy sheep. That's so sad. I can tell you're obsessed, but it's good. It's good that you like them. After all, they were designed for you. It's good that you like them. You should be obsessed. Frizz. Ah! Oh shoot, I'm stuck. I'm stuck. No, let me out. Let me out. Thank you. Sell. Fortune! 5,646 glims. Nice. Buy? What do you have to buy? What can I buy from you? Only one thing? Okay. I'm gonna buy the bottles too, since we need bottles for glass, which is kind of ridiculous, but it's fine. Whatever. And errands. I can do this for sunflower seeds. Still haven't made any fire glow. I can do this for cotton seeds and a ridiculous amount of money, so you can take that. I mean, we don't really have very many sunflower seeds. But we also don't have much rice. And I can't make rice, so... Nah. Not worth. Go water my crops. Phrase. Are the other... the emotes that you're still waiting for, Yaz? Are any of them being designed by Abby? Or were these Abby's designs? Or did Abby decline to design? I know you mentioned who made them for you, who made the emotes for you. I know you mentioned them on your stream. Oh, I still actually meant to say as well, Yaz. I'm sad. It was your first facecam stream, your first affiliate stream. I missed all of it. I'm so sad. I'm so sorry. It's unfortunate that you did that stream the day I got my news from the doctor and I was just not really in a place to be around anything social. Or maybe a plum bunny. Okay. I know you mentioned it in your stream, and I think you still said that they also stream. That's alright. Did you see how the stream started? It's okay. I think it's just kind of par for the course, I think. But I wonder if the lag wasn't as you also said, because of how many assets you had on that particular lot, because that was a lot going on that lot. Or if it wasn't, maybe just... I don't know if it's OBS. I wonder if it's not also just, like I said now, with the amount of assets you had running on that lot. And obviously, Sims being the Sims, it does lag in general. But I know you also said you're having spatial issues on your computer that might be causing the lag as well on the game. Because it has to load all those things constantly. I see you picked a spot on the map. Oh, I pressed space again. Oh, I wonder... The other thing is, I wonder if the lag wasn't caused because you did all your overlays and things. So I wonder if maybe it's not because it's using too much of your processor to have the overlay with the OBS with Sims running and all the things at the same time. I could be very wrong. I've said before, I'm not particularly clued up that maybe the overlays specifically is having an impact, because you've done OBS without the overlays and they were fine. So I wonder if maybe the overlays were too much for the computer to handle from like a processing perspective with Sims. OBS overlay in Sims has been fine previously. Oh, okay, yeah. No, then I don't know. I see you picked a spot on the map. What wonderful initiative, Bambino. It's very possible. Seeing the world, going places, meeting new people. It's all so exhilarating. Before we go somewhere incredible, though, could you do something for me? Let's just go somewhere else. You seem like such a creep. Okay, I'll let you in on a little secret. I want to make someone really happy. Shh, don't say it out loud. A secret, I told you. And yes, you guessed right, a very special lady. This isn't going to be for Astrid. I can just feel it. This isn't going to be Astrid. I want to show her how much she matters to me. Ha! I knew you would be on board. Alright, we need to go to Bottom Line Corp to do some shopping. I've heard the shop there just received a new batch of fancy chocolate boxes. And she just loves chocolate. The dark and expensive kind. It's the perfect gift, don't you think? Wonderful, Bambino. Let's head there then. I just know this isn't going to be for Astrid, and I'm going to feel terrible when he's like, right, let's take these somewhere random and not at all to the person who Stella is having in mind, most likely. Are you playing your Sim self right now, Yaz? Or what are you doing now? I know you said you're playing some Sims. Bright light. I actually want wanted to ask you, obviously I wasn't in the live stream, otherwise I would have asked this in the live stream. But from what I could gather from what you said on your stream, you have all your saves in like, all your builds and everything in one save. Have you ever considered trying to use multiple saves and just backing up each save to an external? Because that would also then take up less space. I mean, it takes up more space long term, like if you're like myself or Fox, who have 20,000 saves. That's exaggerating, but still. But in general, it normally saves space if you've got multiple saves and your assets aren't all in the same save. Refresh my saves every few builds so I don't... okay. See myself in my dream apartment. Okay. How's your sim doggo doing? Are you two getting along? Because I know there are some dog characteristics in the Sims that are designed to make it difficult to like get along with a pet. They apparently could get it right to make it difficult to get along with your animal, but not difficult to get along with other Sims for some reason. Living her best life. Just don't let Pixel run away. She hates men though. Okay, well, I mean, fair. Feel like understandable. It's actually funny. There's a lot of animals that just have a general preference towards specific genders that they don't like, you know, that they'll prefer one gender to another. I don't know why I had Stella going here. Can I? Ooh, I almost got the cotton. I should be able to make the next cotton thread thing. I mean, our dogs, the orphans as we've termed them, the black lab specifically, he does not trust men at all. From the time that we brought him in, he's more trusting of women. Like he doesn't trust people in general at all. He's very skeptical of people. But of the genders, he's more skeptical of men than of women. It took my dad over a year to convince the black lab to finally even allow him to come, like, to touch him on the head or pet him at all. Bearing in mind they're rescues, so they came with like issues. Also, just feel the need to point out to anyone who's watching this that they shouldn't be put off by that for adopting rescues. There's nothing wrong with them, and I'm really tired of hearing people say there's something wrong with a rescued animal. Yeah, this is definitely the one. This was the guy who gave us that weird side quest. Waiting for the next big star. Let me be. Oh yeah, this was the one that said in order to get like anywhere we need to have the we need to have that other, what's it, the zip lining ability, which we obviously don't have yet. Okay, well, kind of a wasted trip, but fine. I want to set waypoints because I just feel like it's more productive to travel to multiple locations, but it tends not to stop necessarily. What is this thing? Oh, this is the firebug. Should I go to the firebug? I'm gonna go to the firebug. I want to see what this is about. My hand's probably going to be very angry with me depending on the pace of this, but that's fine. Oh shoot. All of the tenants are probably hungry again by now. Just feed everybody. What can we feed them? How about a shrimp cocktail for you? Okay, I just noticed for the first time, I've been playing this game for how long? I just noticed for the first time that Atul eats a burger. The surface on the ship is incredible. I gave you a shrimp cocktail and you ate a burger. Welcome to the afterlife. No matter. I mean, they always say you can't taste anything once you're dead, I suppose. So maybe everything tastes like a burger to it all. I've yet to find what you like, Summer. Or not Summer, Alice. I've given you the casserole. I know you don't like stimulants. You don't like tea or coffee. Dish type exotic. Oh, no, I don't know. It seems so exotic. So different from what I know. I don't think I can eat that. Sorry, Stella. Okay, well, now we know you don't like exotic things either. That's fine. So now we can... Nothing that's got stimulants and nothing that's exotic. What about something that's an acquired taste? Oh, this smells really strong. Are you even sure this is edible? I don't think I can eat that. This food is definitely an acquired taste. I'm afraid it's not for little old me. Wow. Starting to understand what people feel like when they're trying to give me food. Just feel like, try this. Try this. Maybe you like some old-fashioned food. Oh, this is absolutely delicious. There is nothing more reassuring than a good old-fashioned dish like this. I love it. Thank you very much. Okay, I think we finally found something she likes. Yes, we've discovered everything Alice dislikes. And one thing they do like. So, encouraging. Oh, you're our guide for the firebird thing. Cool. Fireflies. Firebug. Do you hear that, Stella? Is that music? And organ? Strings? How incredibly stirring. How dark and mysterious. Oh, what beauty. Stella, would you mind letting the music in? It would mean so much to me. I don't know what that means, but I also want to know how this works. Let the notes flow through you, Stella. Let the music strike straight to your heart. I mean, this can't be worse than that last dragon fiasco. Mid-air sheep. Okay, you're playing music. I see that. Oh, that sounds creepy. Is this like the jellyfish thing? Oh my gosh, this is like the jellyfish thing. Come here. Holy bananas. That explains what wouldn't let me go any further. Whoa, this is so many fireflies. Holy moly. In the water, nice. Oh no, I can't get back on the boat. Come on, you need to catch the thing. You need to catch the thing. Catch it, catch it, catch it, catch it. Ah, poop nuggets. Oh my gosh, and all the others are up there. Well, that's kind of annoying. Oh well. At least now I know how the game works, I guess. Oh shoot, we're still going. Okay. Okay, so this is kind of like the jellyfish situation. That's fine. Ooh, ooh, lots of things. Lots of things. Lots of things. Come to me, little things. Oh gosh. Come to me, less separated. I'm probably doing this like the least efficient way ever. Okay, well, we're missing one. That's fine. We got 3, I guess. Oh my gosh, and all the others. Oh, come on, get out the water. This is me in the water. Apparently, I just want to go swimming today. Not really, because realistically, it's freaking cold over here, but that's fine. Oh my gosh, please don't break the game if it's too dark to travel. This has happened to me once, mid-minigame. It went too dark to travel and I just got stuck in infinite minigame. Oh my gosh. I mean, beautiful, but also, holy light balls. Nope, we missed it and I also went off the screen. Unfortunate. Whoa. Okay, well, at least now I know how that works. And we can get whatever that fire situation is. So, not entirely a loss. We got a couple things. Whoa. Giant cabbage. Good grief. Don't find cabbages like that in the store anymore. That's for darn sure. Fire glow seeds. Definitely just planting all the fire glow seeds that we can. Don't exactly know how you would harvest this, but like realistically, how would you harvest a plant that is just fire? Also, how would a plant that is just fire grow in sand? Because sand extinguishes fire. Questions. But this is the afterlife and a video game, so... And after last night's game, even this seems more realistic, so... At least we can sort of rationalize that just people are dead. So, to be fair, in that game, Katie was sleeping. So, I suppose. I actually think there's a glitch though in that game's achievements. Because I didn't get the achievement for finding all the hidden eyes. And I thought I'd missed something. So I went back to go check because we all know I'm an achievement crazy person and want all the achievements. So I went back to go check like where all the eyes were, and I went to like actually search it to see if I'd missed any eyes. I found all the eyes. It shows I found all the eyes. There's 6 eyes and I found all of them and where I found them, but the achievement just isn't unlocking for some reason. So apparently that might be a glitch. I don't see anywhere that it's reported as a glitch, but what else could it possibly be that it's just not registering? What were we doing? We were going... Oh no, I was literally just traveling to the firefly place. Because we have to make our way all the way to the other side of the freaking map. To get to Dungus Core. What was that place's name? It's up here, isn't it? Oh my gosh, there's so many places. There's gotta be a freaking easier way to travel. No. There, we need to go here. I'm gonna just toggle on safety mode and travel there. That is a long freaking ways to go. Good grief, that's a long ways to go. It's fine. We should be able to make ourselves some cotton. I also feel like my voice is doing all kinds of weird things. So much watering. I hope there's like a sprinkler system upgrade at some point. But also, I think the nice thing about like the fact that you lose some people as you go along is you don't actually become overwhelmed by just how many... Oh, the flower... Wow. The flower on the door is the same as the flower that Giovanni carries around. Just realized that. Be a deer. Oh, you're hungry. Food. Everybody wants the food. Would you like a lobster? Oh, right, you don't like fine dining. Gosh. After I just said, oh no, you don't get over... Yeah, sure, you don't get... you know, overwhelmed by how much information and things are on the boat. No, you just apparently get lost because you're stupid. Popcorn? Still don't know what you like and don't like. It's fine. Are you hungry perchance? Can I... Oh, jeez. Can I offer you food? Oh, jeez, you're starving. Coffee? Yowza. Haha. That is one hell of a kicker. I'm shaking. Stimulants all the way, Bambino. Delicious and wakes you up for real. Okay, so I take it they like... Okay, cool. That kind of tracks. So I actually just need to... Oh, whole ass plate of spaghetti, of course. I actually just need to pay attention to their personalities more, I think. Because it seems like their personalities on their own will give a hint as to what they like and don't like. I want to test the hug animation, although I don't really want to hug you. There you go. Feel better now? Man, Giovanni, I don't know if I like you. I hope I like you by the time you leave. I'm just saying. I don't know. I'm confused about how I feel about Giovanni. Okay, you want fried chicken. I still can't give you fried chicken because I've yet to find a place that has chicken. So, whoops. I don't want to give you booby base again. Grilled fish. I'm sure you didn't have a hankering for that, but I appreciate you saying that you did. Oh yeah, fibers. Cotton. Cotton, cotton, cotton. We need to do this one. Oh my gosh, what did I do? Why am I so bad at this game today? What have I done with my life? Why am I struggling with this game that I've been playing for months? To just play semi-decently for an hour. I mean, yeah, it's been an hour, but still. Okay, is that, I think that was just enough for whatever I needed this for. Which I can't even remember what I needed this for. I think we needed it for the gallery? Yes. Where am I gonna put this? Ooh, please tell me if, oh gosh, why? 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 Why couldn't you fit? Why is this so poorly designed? Who decided this? Oh my gosh. Who decided this? Oh man. Man, who... Why couldn't you fit at just like one appropriate spot? Could you tell me that? Why couldn't you fit in just one place that seemed more appropriate? Do you fit here? Really? 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 Wow. Apparently really. Gosh darn it. Wonder if that would fit under there. 1, 2, 3. Might actually fit under there. Don't know what I would put in after that, but anyway. Let me try and... I just want to see something. That fits under there. Because the layout of this boat drives me crazy every time I look at it. And I need to fix this. Because it's just no is what it is. Do we have one that goes a little bit longer? I think you go a bit longer. Cool. You can go there. You should fit in here. No, of course you don't. Well, that's unfortunate. And I doubt that's gonna fit in there. We're hitting something and I'm busy playing around again. Big surprise. Really? Why do none of you things line up? Please someone answer me this. Game developers do such a good job with the art style and nothing lines up and it drives me crazy. Like, I know you asked in your stream, yes, you asked who plays with grid on and grid off. And aside from the fact that I have absolutely no idea how to even turn the grid off in The Sims. Like, I know there's a way, I know it's a thing. I just never use it, so I don't know really how to use it. But aside from that, my first thought was, why would you want to? Because I'm such a stickler for having things lined up like this kind of thing. I'm literally mentally going, I'm going to try and remember this. And I already know that the next time I open, I'm going to completely forget what it is. Like, I'm looking at your mission, I'm like, okay, press G, try and remember that. And my brain's like, I already know I'm going to forget. Good for accuracy, and then turn it off for furnishing. I mean, that makes sense, but I don't know. My brain is just like, even just looking at like this negative space here, this drives me crazy because I want to like fill the space. As like just a lining up thing, I want to fill that space. It's infuriating for me. Such a weird issue to have, but yeah. I've got major issues with that being so not lined up. Kinda don't like that either. You know, it's a good day when I start freaking singing midstream out of frustration. Why? You couldn't be half a square longer? Really? Half a square. You really couldn't be half a square longer. Because that would have been great. Like there it's 2 out. Gosh. And I don't think this isn't gonna fit here either. No. Oh, the frustration. Like, it's self-inflicted frustration. I know. It's a very stupid... What is happening there? Why is that... Okay, you know what? We're not even gonna ask. We're just gonna accept that as being totally normal. I mean... I'm just gonna leave that there. Bring that down for now. Actually gonna bring it a tad up so you can get the other ladder. Okay, sure. I guess that's good enough. What you laughing at? Yeah, it's my singing, because I know I'm a bad singer. It's fine. You can laugh. I don't mind. Let's go shopping, Peanut. Hopefully, the shop still has that chocolate box we're looking for. Okay, I will be back to you, Giovanni. I don't like you, thus you can wait for a moment. Also, someone was calling me. Oh, there you are. Fantastic. As usual, Stella, you accomplished your end of the deal with gusto. Oh, I like your thing on your door there, Gustav. And while I noticed that you disregarded much of my previous indications, what a great space you managed to put together. It will be a much better working environment than that noisy guest house. And as a plus, I can even move in so that I can entirely focus on my work. Oh, don't act surprised. I've only ever felt at home and surrounded by my work. While some might consider sleeping in their office a punishment, I'm actually looking forward to it. You're weird, bro. I would never look forward to spending an entire night in my office. I can't wait to fill up this empty space. How exciting! Do carry on. I'll gather my things and my thoughts, and I'll tell you when we're ready for the next step. Okay. The negative space rage. It drives me crazy. Like, I can't stand it. There's just no way to control it in this game, though. So it's one of those things where it's like I'll spend 3 hours trying to fill all the space like a puzzle, and I'll still not get it right. You know you're special, don't you? Oh, yes, you do. And if you don't, shame on you. Just look at you running around taking care of them, taking care of me. I hope they're all grateful to you. Point me to one of them who's not, and I will have a little discussion with them. No, but really, Peanut, you've got to be proud of yourself and what you're doing here. You're killing it. Heavens, that's funny. No, it's not. I get it. It's a dead person joke, but not funny. Not gonna lie. You're gonna have me buy this now, aren't you? Go take a look. They should have it here. Get the nicest chocolate box you see. Not the cheap stuff. I got a brand new shipment recently. Things are looking up for old Theodore. Go ahead, take a look. Okay, there's the box. Jeez Louise, 1,000? Are you kidding me? Field seed sampler packs. A sampler pack of all your favorite orchid seeds, garden seeds, and field seeds. Interesting. Okay, nothing else worth buying. Ha! I knew I could count on you. You're terrific, Bambino. You know that. Marvelous, exceptional, admirable. We don't deserve you. Nope, no one does. Okay, let's pack up, guys. We don't deserve Stella one bit. You wonderful little peanut. Oh my gosh, please stop calling me a peanut. Or at least stop adding the adjective and calling me little or tiny or small or anything of that sort. Alright, now give it to me, please. I don't... Gio, I don't like you, Gio. Thank you. Haha, yes, she'll love it so much. I'll hold on to it. Let's head back to the boat, Bambino. Also, I know I'm not saying that word very well. I'm not, you know, I think it's Italian. These guys probably have something dumb to say now they're not striking, right? Hooray! Okay. We won! Okay, they're just happy people. That's kind of good to know, I suppose. I stole the key from the boss's office yesterday. Our protest leader thought it would teach him a lesson. I won't give it up for nothing. Maybe a little bag of glims? Let's say even 100? Upfront? I do have a family to feed. Give me the key. Beautiful. Here it is. One key to the CEO's office. I mean, I'm already dead and I haven't gone to hell, so... Yeah. Oh, that's not poop. But that's not the office. Who is? I just love working. Well, you're weird, bro. Unions forever. Okay. Man, why did I not get the key? Take that, you capitalist pig. Okay, then. Everyone's so friendly around here, aren't they? I think the office was on another spot, wasn't it? Jeez, I can't remember. It's fine. We now have a key. It'll unlock eventually. Oh, jeez. If we go to the place, it'll unlock it. It's fine. Whatever. It was 100 glims. I think we're fine. The freaking box of chocolates cost more. Ridiculous. Once again, too dark to navigate. Shocking. Also, are my firebug things ready yet? Because I'd really like them to be. Thank you. What to plant? What to plant? Cabbage. We don't have very many cabbages. Okay, I think my sunflowers are done. Nope, still watering away. But these are definitely done. Yoink. Plant some more. Ooh. That snore though. Is that the sheep? It's not the sheep. Also still need to look into upgrading the sheep pen. Would I need to upgrade the sheep pen? So we can fit 2 sheepies in there. For poop nuggets. We need to just find it somewhere in the world. Well, that's probably gonna take a whole lot of time and effort, but that's fine. Oh, right. It's too dark to navigate. Let's just go to bed, Daffodil. Freaking heck. Screw it. Let's just go to bed. That has got to be Gio that snores like that, because I haven't heard that snore at all until Gio joined the crew. Up and at 'em, lazy peeps. Ooh, our fire things are done. Okay, where to go? That is the question of the hour. Okay, this little turtle friend, Olga, is ready for us, so we'll go there. These are all just resources, I think. Seeds, the Evador, fish, meadows. Is there any new things like closer to where we are? Because that's one heck of a ways away. I don't think I can get to the docks there, I feel like. I think there was like a border of some kind here we can get through. So nothing too close really. That's kind of disappointing. Because I do want to go to a new place though. But it seems like the only new places are all the way on this side, aside from that one. Try and go into this one random spot, but I don't think I could get there. Oh. The night continues of me pressing the wrong buttons. That's alright. We'll press the wrong buttons. I think we already... Morning at all. You are hungry again. Also need to go run around the entire boat feeding people. At all. How am I going to get you your fried chicken at all? That is the question of the hour. How do I get you your fried chicken? Storm thing. I don't really want to do the storm thing. I think we've also got a ridiculous number of lightning in a bottle, so also an amazing song that, just putting that out there. Okay, so Daffodil's little mewling is the cutest freaking thing. And your zoopa booping around is the funniest thing, to be honest. Well, actually no, Atul being excited is probably the funniest thing. Said in the most serious voice ever, because it's me. Something plain. This is really good, Munchkin. You know I'm a simple person, and simple people love plain dishes. Unpretentious, simple food, and this is exactly it. Thank you. Okay, so we finally found something you actually like. Still don't have your favorite food, but found something you like. Consider this a win. Wait. That just gave me more sunflower seeds? This is endless supply of sunflower. What? Why? What? Huh? Oh my gosh. Okay, well I'm not planting those again then. That was an absolute, complete and total utter waste. Okay, someone's calling for me. I think it's Gio. Oh, wait. I think we've come to our stop. Indeed we have. A friendly, cute thing. Whoops. Did it wrong. This one's Olga, I think. There's 3 sisters. Surely we have to still meet the other sister, right? Yeah, Irina. We haven't met Irina. Oh, bright light. Surely we're supposed to meet them. Come on. Any day now. Oh, jeez. I regret saying any day now, because bright light. One day, we'll get there. Oh my gosh, bright light. And what shall we plant here? This, I think. To be collected at a later date. I think the nice thing with this is it means that you don't have to play mini games necessarily. Like I was telling my cousin earlier, there's some of the things. Oh poop! That's not what I meant to do. There's some of the the things that you can only get exclusively in mini games. So I'm glad there's this kind of functionality to maybe be able to get some stuff outside without having to do the full mini game. Are you all done there? Alright, I'll see you later then. Alright, Olga, bye. I run through the whole freaking thing. Okay, let's see. I said I wanted to... Where are we going, boat? We stopped by Olga. Where are you heading to? I want to try and see if I can get here just because I want to go to the new space. What could we... Oh, we're being summoned. I was thinking, and you know what? Just a chocolate box is nearly not enough for a lady of this caliber. I just know this is an asteroid and I already feel bad. But I know exactly what could complement this gift. A nice bouquet of flowers. Vibrant, luscious roses. And I know just where to pick some. Ambertown Park. Don't worry, I'll show you once we're there. It's a great idea, eh? It's definitely a great idea. And again, not a word. She will be completely surprised. Yeah, I'm sure Astrid will be completely surprised when they realize that this isn't all for her. Sorry, Astrid. I just know it's gonna be this way. I'm seeing visions of past meals I've had. That could be a good sign. Nope, it probably really isn't. I feel like surely Gustav would do fine dining, right? I had given Gustav fine dining? Maybe exotic? Ha! Stella, found my weak spot again, did you? Yeah, I thought we couldn't get through here for this reason. This complex and exhilarating blend of flavors. Yes, exotic oh my gosh. Delicacies are just my taste. Oh, yes, quite good. Quite good indeed. Okay then, I'm glad you enjoyed it. As their personality type, I mean, that's actually like an incredible amount of detail for a developer to put into this. For such a simple, like otherwise simple design, like 2D game, it's actually really incredibly well thought out to put it so that it's like, they have this particular specific personality, and someone with a personality like this would prefer eating food of this particular nature. It's actually very well thought out. Should have toggled on safety travel mode, but of course I didn't because I'm a dum-dum. It's fine. I could probably just cancel it and toggle it on later, but it's also fine. I don't think there's it didn't look like there was too many mini games along the way. Okay, you are hungry, you like stimulants, but what else is there that you might like or not like? Squid skewers? Aha! Now this is something special. Quite a fine dining experience, Bambina. I, Giovanni Leone Formidable, am a creature of refined taste, of exquisite complexity, and this hits the spot. Delicious. Stop making me say all these S's, please. Grazy mull to the shit. Oh, wait, that was something. That's what happens when you're only taught like 2 languages. That's probably not how you say that, and I apologize to anyone that I offended when reading those words. To the chef. Yes, I know it's you. Oh my gosh, I probably just offended a whole bunch of people saying that. I'm a poop. Apparently I haven't stopped doing that. Yes, I know, you're hungry. Would you please come out of your hidey hole? Also, what am I supposed to be? Oh wait, you're the wardrobe one, aren't you? Maybe you'd come out of your hidey hole if I actually had something to change. For like wardrobe wise. Plain? Okay. Your plain dish served. Is there anything else that I could make that's plain that I could maybe feed to her? So I feel like all I'm gonna give Alice all the time is the same thing. I don't really want to do that. It's just like grilled fish. Wait. You could cook this? That's weird. We're not cooking that. But it's interesting to note. Probably the grilled veg would also be plain, wouldn't it? If it's only like one ingredient based, what they determine to be plain veg. I think the fire things we needed to do the upgrade here. Hello? Oh. Edit, improve. Nope, that's not what we needed it for. What did I need the fire things for then? I don't even build anything. What did... the picture frame which we just looked at. Fried chicken, wardrobe, Amberton. Wait, what did I need the fire glow things for? I could do with spaghetti, to be honest. I don't like spaghetti. Like, it's actually weird. Spaghetti bolognese used to be my favorite food in the whole world, and now I actually just really don't like spaghetti at all. And don't ever offer me, like, leftover spaghetti. That's what I'm actually thinking of. Don't offer me leftover spaghetti. It's gross. What's blasphemy that I don't like spaghetti? I don't know how we're friends, Dragon. I feel like I think, then again, we are friends with the person that doesn't like potatoes, so I've once again hit a roadblock. As you know, much of my work requires me to communicate with my trusted correspondents. And I'm returning with, I don't know why we're friends in terms of like food-wise, because you and Fox like bacon, and I don't like bacon. Apparently, we're having a... It's like saying you don't like breathing. I was gonna say something to respond to that, but it's probably best I don't. True, Fox. I mean, it's not just because of you, but so... We share the no spices. True, we do share the no spices thing. Maybe spaghetti by itself, no sauce or anything, just a bowl of plain undercooked pasta. We broke up. I can relate, Yaz. That guy that I keep saying is the fly. I went to his house and he was like, yeah, he's gonna cook me dinner, blah, blah, blah. I was like, okay. And he told me so many times, you know, how much he likes cooking and he's such a good cook. And I was like, cool, okay, let's see what you got. Well, yeah, I had to save it off after all said and done because he apparently had no perception of how much sauce to make to pasta. So he threw, I mean, bearing in mind it's just me and him, he threw an entire packet of spaghetti into the pot to make the spaghetti and had like probably maybe a bowl of sauce, if that much, because he made very little sauce. And I was like, you've got to be kidding me. And then I was like, okay, what can we do to fix this? And I'm like, do you have this? No. Do you have that? No. Do you have this? No. And I was like, great, I'll just fix things somehow. So I completely relate. Yeah, I relate. At least I could make a sauce of some kind to save it. But yeah, undercooked plain pasta does not sound very... I understand why you broke up. It makes sense. As you know, much of my work requires me to communicate with my trusted correspondents. To what he has did. Well, essentially I did. Just took longer. Need the potato master? Are you like meaning I need someone that just makes a bunch of potatoes? Or are you referring to an actual thing called a potato master? Because I've never heard of that. Of course you used to help me with that quite a lot. But look at me now, back at full strength. And even though I don't need a secretary, I still need a desk. Now we could use any old desk, but that would defeat our purpose, would it not? Only the best for the good of the exhibit. To that end, I managed to track down a woodworker of excellent reputation. I know he lives in Oxbury, but I haven't been able to contact him. So you should go and investigate some good old-fashioned field work. And while I do not know exactly where he might be, I do know that his companion works in some sort of cafe. You need a potato master. Chef specializing in potato dishes can make unending amounts of potato dishes. Yeah, I probably do need someone like that. It's like probably the only way they're going to get me to eat constantly. So you're not wrong. I probably do need someone that just knows a ridiculous number of potato-based recipes. Maybe that could lead you on his trail. In case you obviously haven't noticed, as I'm a bit of a potato addict, that is why all this commentary is coming through about me needing someone who can basically just make potatoes 24/7. Maybe that could lead you on his trail. Oh, and on a related note, I've done some thinking. I am not certain the vast assortment of tools you put at our disposal will yet be enough. Since everything apparently has to be refined from raw materials, some finer materials will require a more specialized workshop. You should consider building a smithy to help us with that. Really? Okay, I'll try and find a spot on this discombobulated, nonsensical build. Oh gosh. Another storm with our very excited atoll bouncing up and down like a crazy. No, thank you, atoll. Thank you for offering, though. Oh man, a baked potato would actually be great right now, if I'm being honest. Some butter and some, what's it? Butter and garlic. Just garlic butter. Sounds pretty good. It's obviously getting to that time of night where I'm like, now would be a good time for a snack. It's definitely not 1:45 in the morning and way past an appropriate hour to be eating, but now would be a great time for a snack. Did anyone else ever get told, like as a kid, that chocolate after midnight would give you nightmares? I was told this as a kid. I didn't stop me from eating chocolate after midnight, but it's a random question. Ugh, hate caramel popcorn. Nope. Love popcorn, hate caramel popcorn. Then again, I pretty much hate all things caramel, to be fair. Cheese! That's interesting. If that was a common thing, I don't think my mum or dad would have ever even tried, because I'm so obsessed with cheese, they would have known it would have been pointless to say that to me. Playing with fire will make you wet the bed. What? First of all, I was going to say I'm concerned that there was a need to say this, but then again, I know you, so there's that. But also, what a weird thing to tell a child. Playing with fire will make you wet the bed? Yeah, I love cheese, yes. I love cheese. We were actually talking about the other day, my mom said to me, between my dad and I, we eat so much cheese. Pretty sure that's where like all my added weight over the last year came from, was just me eating copious amounts of cheese every chance I got. Probably really not healthy, to be honest. Oh shoot, I need to wake everybody up. Cheese is good though. It is worth it. Cheese is the best. Oh, I haven't had camemberts in a while. It just occurred to me now, because we don't do so many of like the wine tasting things like we used to. And obviously when you like do the wine, like the cheese platters and that, and you get like the camembert cheese and all the like more fancier cheeses. Haven't had camembert on a cracker in ages. The only thing I don't like with the camembert is when you, cheese. I'm not even looking at the screen and I just got flashed. Super cheesy toasty. Understandable. I'm gonna go to bed freaking starving, aren't I? Because I'm just gonna have a list for everything and I'm gonna be like, I can't make any of those things right now. And just be like, I'm hungry for lists. Like, just because I'm lists, I'm hungry. Oh, it's fine dining again. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, I was saying with the camembert, the only thing I don't like with the camembert is the rind. Like, they put the wax moss around it, and it's hard to not eat it, so you end up inevitably eating it, but it's not great to eat healthy. Like, the funny thing is, from what I recall, right, like, I can eat basic cheeses, so like a Gouda or a cheddar, my body's fine with that. And apparently it has something to do with, I remember this from my consumer studies class, I don't know if you guys have that in the UK, but essentially consumer studies is like a cooking class, but it also has various other aspects to it, which people don't, when you're at school and you're picking your subjects and they say consumer studies, a lot of people's first reaction is like, oh, you're going to be cooking. But there's a bunch of other aspects to it completely unrelated to cooking. But like one of the things that they taught us in there was why it is that someone that's like lactose intolerant can still eat cheese and have yogurt and things like that. And it's, if I remember correctly, got something to do with like during the process of like converting is a terrible word, but you know, converting the milk to cheese, the like structure of the milk changes, so the lactose or something in it changes, and that's why you can generally eat like the harder cheeses, so like the Goudas and cheddars, more like the body's more tolerable to it, and then the softer cheeses the body doesn't tolerate as well because it's not as processed, so the lactose hasn't been altered as much. Weird information, I know. It just stuck with me because being someone with a lactose allergy, that kind of just stuck in my brain over the years. We could get another sheep, but I don't know where we put it. Oh, okay. Hi, Atul. You're here. Hi. These look incredible. I was just dreaming about these. You're also hungry again, Atul. You eat anything and everything under the sun. So I'm just gonna give you that. Yoink the berries and keep running around. Didn't they say we had to look out for those shrines? I'm gonna go back to that shrine and I mean I have to go back there anyway to get back to our little rowboat. I'm gonna go back to the shrine in a sec. Remember them saying something in the previous stream about us looking for those shrines? I'll go back to that shrine in a moment. Ooh, gimme. Gimme. Thank you. Oh, well that seems somewhat pointless. Okay. I feel like everything that I love, like food-wise, my body is just like, nah. Okay, what can I do here with the shrine situation? I've heard of this rock from a friend. He said that if you stand next to it for like a week, you can become a seagull or something. Oh my gosh, you want to be a seagull? Where the others aren't looking, I like to lick the rock. Ew, why? It helps me concentrate. Well, thanks for answering my question, I guess. Also, it's a little bit salty. That's... Ew. I don't... Gross. I'll take my eyes off this rock. I don't get it. I've been here for days. Everyone here says that they feel something. I don't feel anything. What gives? I shouldn't have quit my job. Oh, brother. You're right. You should not have quit your job. I can't remember what they said about these shrine things. Oh, man. I need to make notes. I genuinely need to make notes. Go back on the VOD and see what they said about the shrines. Okay, so that wasn't too helpful, unfortunately. Oh. Bright light. I think all of this is still that same situation, so I don't think it's going to help to go anywhere around that side of the map. Ooh, this is new. All the way on the other side of the map. I'm just going to toggle on... And there's chicken! We can do the chicken thing! Oh my gosh, finally. We've got pear seeds. And the metal rope things. Okay. E to travel. I really hope... What was I going to say? Oh, I really hope that I can get that sped up situation soon, because this boat travels so slow. Exactly, chicken. Poor chickens. I felt so bad. I can't remember if I said it the other day. I felt so bad. It was before the last stream already. We were going somewhere. And this truck drove past us with all these chickens in crates in the back. Live chickens, mind you. In crates and things in the back. And I just felt so bad because you know where those chickens are going. And I'm like, these poor chickens. I felt so bad. I understand. It sounds like that when I understand why my grandmother had chickens as pets. And no, she didn't live on a farm. She lived where my uncle, my godfather lives now. I'm saying this for posterity's sake for Dragon and Fox, because they have an idea of where that is, I think. Yeah, she lived there because that was her house that he inherited. And she just kept chickens as pets. It was great as kids. Probably, oh, I shouldn't say this is speaking ill of the dead. Probably the best thing about her was that she had chickens as pets. I know that sounds horrible. I didn't hate my grandmother. I just didn't have any particular fondness toward her. When did you have chickens, Dragon? I'm assuming you're referring to as pets, not food-wise, because that's not the same thing. Okay, I don't know what you wanted. You just said peanut for no reason. Did we go past the thing? Oh my gosh, where am I? Where am I? The boat just kept going. Grade 8. Why did you have chickens? I'm surprised your mom let you keep the chickens. Why on earth did you have chickens? Alice, could you please come out of this corner? Like, I don't know when I'm eventually going to be able to have something to change into, and it would be great to see you out and about. Dessert, comfort food, fine dining, acquired taste, which they don't like, plain, healthy. I feel like we've tried healthy already before, but anyway. Call it Terry. Any specific reason why Terry? I raised that one chick for like a week. Oh, that's so sad that it didn't make it. Dude, you can kill. Oh yeah, that, yeah. That, yeah. I don't want to say the word for what they're actually called, but yeah, they can be assholes. And the only reason I don't want to say, yeah, exactly that word. I don't want to say it out loud for obvious reasons, but yeah. They are indeed. Got a storm again. Oh, look how pretty this looks though. It's like a weird blue lighting coming through the windows. That's pretty. Don't know why it's doing that, but it's pretty. Probably a game glitch. That's a nice word. Fair, Princess Fox. That's a nicer word for it. Like, I already said to my parents, if I ever had to become like a farmer or a farmer's wife, they better not do the whole butcher situation and like sell meat. I ain't doing it. It's not happening. I will go live on a farm where it's like milk and eggs and things of that sort, where the animal still gets to live. But I ain't doing things where you're raising animals just to kill them. I don't like it. I'm not trying to be like hypocritical, because obviously I eat meat, so I'm not going to stand here. Oh, we just got an achievement. The more the merrier. I don't know why, but okay. I'm not going to be like judgmental, be like, yeah, people eat meat are murderers. I'm not saying that at all. I don't have that mentality. It's just me personally. I can't imagine raising something and watching it grow up and then knowing it's going to get slaughtered. Like, I just can't, my brain does not comprehend that very well. Yeah, like a fruit and veg type farm. That I wouldn't mind at all. I know it's hard work on a farm, but it's like, I just don't want to kill animals. I'd rather spend hours and hours in fields, which I hope the guy has amazing like green fingers, because I would kill everything. But I would much rather do that than watch animals be raised and then killed. All the doggos, yeah. Oh yeah, you liked exotic food. My bad. Probably healthy food as well, because guys all, well, Gustav is all, Gustav seems like one of those people that be on like a keto diet or something. These things are so stupid. Through the ice we go. But that's just like, I'm not gonna judge people. I actually find it really annoying. I know someone, and I'm not talking about our friend, because I'm gonna say this, you're gonna think I'm talking about him. I'm not talking about him. I know someone who's a vegan. And he's the kind of vegan that's all like, yeah, you're a murderer if you eat meat, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, look, I get it. It's your personal choice not to eat meat. And that's perfectly fine. And it's your personal choice not to eat like meat products, and that's, or not meat products, like animal products, and that's perfectly fine. But don't try and enforce your will on somebody else. That's nonsense. Let those people make their own choices, you know? What did we need to go find for Mr. Specific who's made us spend 1,000 glims on a freaking box of chocolates? Oh yeah, the flowers. Could you imagine spending $1,000 on a box of chocolates? A box of chocolates better be lined with gold. Wow, there was a lot of doors opening and closing, slamming situations. And once again, it's one of these situations, there is no point to me being in here. So why is this an option? Okay, up here. The sheepies down there. Okay, I can't get up there. Oh no, it's another one that needs you to be able to do the zip lining situation. Which obviously you can't do. Ooh, the obols! How many obols? Oh, I have the obols! Yes! Unlocking zip lining! I think. I'm assuming. Accidental discovery! This is why you just randomly travel to new islands. Hold W to zipline on ropes and wires. Okay. How? Okay, not that way. I'm gonna try and figure out how to do the ziplining thing. I could fall to my death now. Woohoo! Well, that's fun. Can you go up though? Whee! Well, that's fun. Okay, that's locked. Unfortunate. Okay, walk. What do we get? Apple pie recipe. Whee! So this is just fun now. So glad we unlocked the ziplining thing. You should always move your arms when it's cold outside. Like this. Look. Oh man, I was hoping he was just gonna do like wheelie arm situations because it would have been hilarious. I'm talking and moving. I'm multitasking like a champ. No one can stop me. Okay. You do you, boo. I'm glad you're happy. Okay, well... I don't think I know you. I think my partner would like it if I was talking to a straight... Oh, I don't think my partner wouldn't... I think my partner wouldn't like it if I was talking to a strange child. Don't talk to me again, please. Or if you do, do it discreetly. Okay, I'm worried about that second part of that sentence. I'm leaving now. I unlocked what I needed. I'm saying goodbye. Where did they say we needed to go for that other stuff again? Also, kind of want to make a stop and see if we can unlock anything. If we've now gotten enough recipes yet to unlock that other outfit, so I can just take off this change outfit with the wardrobe situation. Ambertown Park, that's where we need to be. And Oxbury, okay. The picture frame, what did I need for the picture frame again? So many things to try and remember. My brain can barely even remember what I did yesterday. Ash plank, okay, which obviously we don't have. And then got other things that we were asked to build. The smithy, sheep corral, sawmill, field, windmill, orchard, foundry, loom, kitchen, garden. Air draft. Nothing for the smithy. Well, that's not helpful. Guess I have to go to our shark friend again. It doesn't look like my mic has peaked throughout the stream, at least this time, so hopefully I'm not going to get those random peaking mic moments again, because that was unpleasant. Oh, I got letters. A letter from Albert. Oh. Oh man, what was the inventory in this thing again? R? I need to see if I can rebind those keys to I, because why is inventory R? I don't understand. I will never understand. Front reads, special fun-tacular giveaway. Dear valued client, for a special time we are running a special promotion. Enclosed is a special blueprint, all part of our new fun-tacular series, a zip-line post. Zip through the air like a majestic bird. Albert, your local shipwright. Okay. That's fine. A message in a bottle. Help me, I'm lost at sea. Hopefully this bottle reaches your friend. Here is my location on the map. 58 minus 11. Hold on, I'm writing that down. I don't actually need to write it down. It's there. 58 minus 11. Okay, I'll try and remember. 58 minus 11. Oh, we can wake them up and go there now. Oh man, there's probably some ridiculous point of this map, isn't it? 58 minus 11. 58. Thanks, Fox. 58. 8. Minus 11. So, here? That's a random spot indeed. Okay, it's not too far away. Didn't toggle on safety mode. Why does it not hold onto the previous settings setting? Like, if you toggle on safety mode, it should just hold onto that mode until you switch it off, instead of having to, every time you travel, specifically switch it on. It's fine. I'm also just an idiot who should remember to switch it on, so there is that. So many seeds. Cabbage, celery, leek. Oh my word, the first thing that came to my mind now is Cloudy with a chance of meatballs. There's a leek in the boat. Stupid. Cartoons are the best. Atoll. What am I gonna give you? Give you a casserole. He's happy with his casserole. That's great. Ooh, those sheepies are probably hungry already by now. I better go feed the sheepies. Also, probably a good argument for why I shouldn't own a farm. I can't even remember to feed sheep in a virtual game. Are you seeing the image playing out in your mind, Dragon? This screaming freaking leek. It's amazing. Oh shoot, I just said yes. Oh, fluff nuggets. Okay, well I said yes, I guess. Trying to keep my bottles for other things, you know. Oh, poop. Now we're gonna try and prevent Daffodil from getting shocked within oblivion again. and hope that none of the sheep make an appearance. Man, that sound is loud. I mean, fair enough. Lightning is loud. Ooh, that was close, Daffodil, please. We're in concentration mode, I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. That it? Okay. Well, got more lightning in a bottle, I guess. Are you hungry yet, Gustav? It just occurred to me, Stella. This exhibition I've been feverishly toiling towards. I've never really delved into any detail concerning it, have I? Well, allow me to enlighten you. As my assistant, it's the least I can do. As you are well aware of, I've organized my fair share of exhibitions throughout my life. One might even say that it was my career, although I prefer to think of it as my vocation. But every single one of them, museum, private or public galleries, festivals, anti-fascist rallies, corporate tax schemes, living performances, every single one of them has been corrupted by base, obtuse, cretinous, oh my gosh, why was that so difficult? Cretinous politics. The public is not ready for this one, Gustav. This artist slept with this one and there's some bad blood. The Queen has a preference for this tepid piece of art, bourgeois? Frickin' heck. I've never, not even once, been allowed free rein over an exhibition. I often thought to myself, Gustav, you'll be respected when you get older. No one would dare question your gusto. But then, well, you know what happened? When my blood gave out, my blood gave out, oh my gosh. When my body gave out and my legs became as obstinate as pieces of wood, and the disease slowly creeping up until my features froze into a ridiculous grimace. Okay, so clearly Gustav died from an illness. Clearly. A very bad one from the sounds of things. I didn't mind all that. After all, the body is but a tool for the mind, and my mind has always been as clear as fresh spring water. No, what I loathed was this perception of oh my gosh, I can't read. Nope, it's not me reading, it's how this is phrased. Okay. What I loathed was this perception others had of me. When you turn into a grotesque statue of yourself, people start treating you as furniture. All this work, all those years, the sacrifices, the humiliations, these suddenly lost all worth. I tried to keep up with my work, as you remember, and thanks to your help, but things were never quite the same. Wait, was I Gustav's assistant before death? Because it certainly sounds that way. Well, this time it will be different. This exhibition will be pure chaos, a maelstrom of artistic sensitivities, thrown together in defiance of all human laws, to enforce this greatest message of transcendence through beauty. Yes, that is my goal now, and yours too, should you choose to keep helping me. I'm sure you will. I actually just wanted to see if you wanted something to eat, but thanks for the chat. Oh, are you and you, Gwen? Your friend Gwen might be gone, but these jellyfish aren't. That symbol on her door is doing something. It might be the key to fight off these jellyfish. Try it. Okay. I'm gonna do the jellyfish thing because I have no more green jellyfish left. So I kinda need green jellies. This is the mini game that my whole game froze on though, so paranoia. Oh no, this is a green jelly. Green jelly that's flying very fast. Ah, screw that green jelly. And I know something needed green jelly, but I can't remember what it was. Though my jellyfish look so much nicer than yours. Actually, Gaz, your jellyfish look pretty cute in Elden Ring. Tony, that's their name. I can't reach that high jellyfish. Tony the jellyfish, yeah. The jellyfish actually look pretty cute in Elden Ring, I'm not gonna lie. I'm still finding it very unfortunate that they made the bats in Elden Ring look so horrible. Is that it? I think that's it. There's normally like one huge rush afterwards. That was a sound effect and a half. That it? Are we done? Boop is bumping or bouncing around? Bumping around. I don't blame you. Honestly, yes, I don't blame you. I have a random question, yes. Do you have blue bottles that wash up on sea by use? Wait, is there an ocean nearby the UK? I have like terrible geography, so I'm sorry if that's a stupid question, but I'm just terrible at geography. I can barely freaking keep track of anything inside my own country, never mind outside of it. Okay, yeah, see, that's what I'm stupid, so it's like, geography to me is just, it's wasted on me. Do you guys have, like, jellyfish that come up on your shore, or is that, like, something that happens exclusively here? Ach, not jellyfish, blue bottles. Why am I thinking jellyfish? Because we're discussing jellyfish, but blue bottles that, like, wash up on shore by you guys, or, like, end up in your shallow waters. Because those things sting like a biatch. You don't live by the sea. I don't know if there's another word for it. No, it's not bottles. It's not bottles. They're like kind of jellyfish-like creatures. I don't know if there's another word for them. If they're just called blue bottles here, or if they have like an actual term. What am I doing? Oh yeah, we're at the thing where the person's supposed to be lost at sea. But I don't see anything here. The boat's just stopped. And I can't go out. Well, that was a wasted trip. Thanks, dragon. Those things. Thanks, dragon. I still can't go there. Wait, what's all the way down here? A thing? Oh, okay, well we can't yet get to Oxbury. Don't think, but I've heard of it. Ah, okay, you're lucky. Those things, when they wash up on shore, it's terrible. Yeah, blah blah, sis, yeah. Freaking, man. I got stung by one of those things a long time ago and I will never forget it. It was horrible. Oh, I need to go see Albert. Oh, well, close enough, I suppose. I wasn't even, like, we were always told, yeah, I would imagine there's lots at Spiritfarer and Algalis. Then again, we were playing freaking Dodge the Snake on the way back from Spiritfarer, so I would imagine there's just blue bottles everywhere there too. No, like that's the bit. Like I remember as a kid, obviously we were taught as like kids, don't stand on them if you like see them washed up on the beach shore. Don't stand on them, just like avoid them. And then of course, as a dumb child, you'll find the dead ones and jump on them because they're stupid. Or at least my sister and I were. And then we went to Gordon's Bay and we were there for a while. And we went to the beach the one day and there was just a bunch of blue bottles like washed up everywhere. And we were just like, okay, cool, blue bottles, just avoid them. Yeah, they're like Tony's cousins. And we were like, okay, just avoid them. And I was standing in like with just my feet in the waves as the waves would like wash up onto the shore. And one of the little buggers stung me as it like washed up onto the shore. Well, I say stung, but so it's actually their tentacles that just like whip you like a freaking thing. Yeah, the tails, yeah. Tentacles, tails. Burn like acid. Well, I mean, we didn't do the pee thing. Use sand to rub it off. Yeah, we didn't do the pee thing. The house wasn't that far away, so we just walked to the house and did like all the antiseptic things. But yeah, it does burn like freaking acid. It was terrible. It hurt so bad. I mean, I'm not a crier in terms of like getting injured because I do it so often that I just laugh it off. But I freaking cried. It was insanely painful. Dragon, didn't you say you've also been stung by one before? I feel like someone else has told me they've been stung by one before. But I can't remember who it was now. Oh, she's sleeping already. So cute. I feel like someone told me they got stung by it. It's possible. Good night, yes. I'm probably gonna end stream soon anyway. Thank you for joining. Sweet dreams. Cute little ghosties. I really can't remember who said they got stung by these freaking blue bottles. Okay, made it to Albert. I just want to see if we can get that next thingy to unlock to get to that next area, and then I'll probably call it for a night. Because my eyes are actually burning. Like I'm trying to read the chat and the chat's kind of like double. Like I feel like I have double vision looking at the chat because my eyes are just burning that badly. Probably my contact lenses are super dry. Oh no, incoming terrible joke. I once had a friend who cut his own toe. Hasn't he done this one before? He had a new one made of rubber. He was called, yeah, Roberto. Yeah, he did this one before. It's worse when you repeat it, Albert. It's worse when you repeat it. I still need a second spirit flower. I need more fire glow, which is easy enough. And I need another oh my gosh, I need aluminium ingots, which I don't have. Well, that's unfortunate. We need a whole bunch of iron ingots to unlock the chicken coop, the lounge, and the crusher. Crusher. Don't know what we would use a crusher for. Okay, so we need another. We're probably gonna have to finish off someone else's story then. Gosh. Okay, so it's gonna be a while before we make any real progress. Okay, then the only other thing I want to check before I end off the stream is whether or not we've been able to unlock this thing. The other outfit, because I really do want to get that change your wardrobe thing sorted. Coffee or tea? I can't remember. Okay, well, you drink it, so fair. Why are they still sleeping? Have we not woken the people up? That's possible. I mean, the others are up though, so I feel like they should be up, but okay, fine. I feel like all I do is give these people buoy base. Cross veggies and buoy base. A heat-treated crab. Right. Okay. Happiness. Alright, I said I need to feed the sheep, didn't I? No, I want to... Feed the sheep. Thank you. Let's go find Boop. Are you mad at me, Peanut? Have I done something to offend you? Kind of. No? Good. Feed me then. Pretty please. I'm starving. I mean, I was on my way to feed you. You don't have to be so mad about it. I don't know if I've had better. Now this is fine dining. Okay. Feed you. I think I prefer the sheep. Sheep aren't as aggressive on this boat as what all the other people's are. Let's go to Alice and see if Alice needs anything. Alice is also hungry. Alice doesn't like stimulants. They like simple food. Stimulant, fine dining, stimulant, dessert, fine dining, comfort, old-fashioned. Alright, it was the old-fashioned food they like. What do you feel about salads? Nothing. Okay then. Okay. Oh, this really looks like a typical having a conversation and nobody's listening. Okay. That seems healthy. I'm just gonna leave. I think I fed you. Here's a gift from my collection. I hope you appreciate the value. Thank you, Gustav. You're starving. Fine. Oh wait, you don't like fine dining. Oh gosh, I need to stop doing that. I'm sorry, I need to stop doing that. I'm sorry. There was the old-fashioned shellfish stew. Okay. Oh gosh, again with that. Okay. Need to do some more food type things. Sure, some mussels, why not? That's fine. Bouncy sheep. I should actually weave these nebula fibers as well. And I should probably actually at some stage go and do the nebula minigame again. Because that's one of those minigames that I was saying you can only get the resources through the minigame. Kind of no choice about it type deal. Going through the ice. It's gonna give me a heart attack every time. Oh gosh. That was too far. That was too far. That's fine. I haven't forgotten about your chicken, friend. I'm working on it. Yes. Gustav. Giovanni. My bad. Have I told you that? After the war, I opened a tavern. Working in sales wasn't my thing, and Astrid's mother said she wanted to help us. So I told myself, hey, sure, why not? It was a reputable establishment, something fancy, not a drinking hole where people would come to forget about their lousy lives. So one day, a client comes in, disheveled, obviously distraught, looking over his shoulder as if the dogs of Inferno were after him. He runs to the bar, grabs me by the collar, and tells me in a panic, 12 shots of your finest liquor. Before I even have the time to come back with a bill, he's almost through half of them. So I ask him, brother, what's going on with you? Why are you drinking so fast? To which he answers, if you had what I have, you would be drinking very fast too. Surprised and a bit scared, I flat out ask him, what in heavens do you have? He then stands up right away and tells me, only 50 cents, and dashes through the door. Oh gosh, fair. Well, Peanut, it's been 40 years and I'm still laughing at this one. Well then, good thing you had a sense of humor about it, I suppose. Dragon's just laughing. Oh man. It's a different kind of dine and dash situation. It's a drink and dash. Ow. If you heard that, that was me knocking my teeth with the tin. Ouch. Tea. I feel like we should be able to cook other things with this tea. Just purely based off... What did I just see out of the corner of my eye? Okay, they're just... Gosh, right. I mean, people cook with tea, don't they? People cook with tea and coffee. I feel like you should be able to make more than just tea or coffee. Oh gosh, we're gonna do this, are we? There we go. Okay, rage time. Oh gosh. Okay, so it's not that one. Oh, come on, really? We need one more recipe? One more recipe and now it's a diamond. No, I wanted the clothing. Yeah, see, that's what I say. You can make other things with tea and coffee. Oh, we got a crusher upgrade, even though we can't yet get a crusher, so that's not really helpful. Oh no, here's the dishes. And we are still 6 away from that. Oh man. I'm disappointed. I want to do the clothing thing. For heaven's sake. How do we collect the reward again? Oh no, the next reward is still in one thing. Next reward. Oh no, we can't get any of the things yet. Okay, well, I suppose fine. Okay. Man. I think I'm just gonna check in the wardrobe. Wasn't there like a way to change the color or something? Because I don't know how long it's gonna take for me to be able to unlock this other outfit. Sag. Because I don't want to soft lock myself just because I'm fixated on wanting to be able to actually change the outfit. Here, Stella, I've baked something for the crew. I'll let you distribute it. Whoa, baked a bunch of things. Apple pie, fisherman pie, rice pudding. Can I change this at all? I can't really change this. It's not letting me do anything. I don't think I can. Yeah, no, it's not letting me change this at all. I mean, I could do this, but that's about it. Okay, well, I mean, that counted, I suppose. Make a red hat. That does not look as nice as green. At all. Oh my gosh. I'm just messing with this outfit now. I hate this. I actually hate this. We don't have like other dark colored shoes like this. Okay, I acknowledge that I changed my clothing, so I'm just gonna change it back to the original because I kind of hate this. So I'm just gonna do that quickly. Never thought I'd see the day where I prefer a yellow t-shirt over a blue t-shirt, but alas, here we are. Oh, jeez, no, not that. There we go. Interesting choice. Well, that certainly is a modern choice. Very youthful. But what about something more, classic? I think there was a nice periwinkle outfit in the bottom drawer. Try it on. Ooh, unlocked outfit. Ooh. Oh, purple. Purple pink situation. Oh my goodness, with the red hair. Holy, why? It is purple, but why? Oh, sweetie, isn't that much better? Why, you look so adorable I could just eat you up. And there's plenty more for you to try on. Don't be shy. Come over any time. I always loved doing these little fashion shows with my granddaughter. Oh, what is it? You found an envelope on the bottom of the drawer? How peculiar. Well, don't make me wait. Open it. What is it, you say? Pictures and letters? Oh, those are mine. How did they ever end up here? What a mystery. Look, this is my husband's handwriting. Oh, it's messy, all right. He never was a delicate man, but quite handy and so very loving. Oh, and would you look at that? Our backyard. See all these trees? Sweet Eugene planted a tree for every one of our children, and then for our grandchildren. We grew apples, cherries, pears. I remember my granddaughter playing in her mother's apple tree. Such sweet memories. Oh, look at me rambling again. Go ahead, sweetheart. I won't hold you back any longer. Okay, we'll keep the purple outfit on for a bit. I mean, we've now got it. Might as well wear it. So we'll keep the weird little purple outfit on for a little bit. And then hopefully find something less clashing. Because, I mean, the hair is a bit, it clashes kind of with the hair a bit. So hopefully we can find something else. But that's, you know, who knows. Also, I'm pretty sure Frank is here. Is Frank here? What did I tell you? What you got, Frank? Don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. Don't really want to do that. Also not worth it. We could do this one to get some more cotton seeds. Because traveling is a pain in the butt. Fine, we'll do that one. That's the only one I'm going to do there. Why did I say buy? I wanted to say sell. 4,910 glims. Nice. Okay, I don't think there's anything else that's like a quick thing. Can't do that. Can't do that. Build an orchard they want us to do, which I think we have the blueprint for. Amberton Park. Ogsbury we can't reach. And I don't even have the option to build a smithy. The orchard. I remember we got the blueprint. We can actually build it. Might as well build it. Might as well get frustrated at the fact that it's another building that's not going to have a proper space to fit. Oh my gosh. Please. Please. Why? Why? Why you do this to me, game? What did I do to you, game? Who hurt you? I can't... Why? You did it like an inch, and it would have fit perfectly. Why would you not go there? What? Okay, understandable, I suppose. Well, okay, fine. I guess the orchard is going up there. Actually, I should move... Wait, the orchard isn't going to fit down there, is it? No. That's unfortunate. So I'm thinking I should maybe actually have the orchard, which is a bigger building, at the bottom. But all the other plant-like buildings and things are. That would make sense. Except for the fact that the, where is this? Oh, there. That the, thing's in my way. Well, I suppose that's whatever. Kind of giving up here, I feel like. Trying to make things line up is not working out for me. Well then, sure, fine, whatever. Okay, I think Alice is gonna be sleeping now, so maybe we'll just plant some things in the orchard and then call it a night. Can I plant anything in here yet? I think we got seeds. We did get seeds. Also, I love this light. Look at the lights. That's so pretty. I really love the lights on this one. It's super pretty. Okay. So I think I'm gonna call it at that for now. Because I'm kind of tired. And also that's the wrong ending screen. There we go. What did I tell you? This whole freaking stream's just been a hot mess. Okay. So I'm gonna call it at that. Ooh. At least we made some progress. And we have a purple outfit on now, just for Fox. Even though really not liking this purple outfit with the red hair, but hey, whatever. Good night, Fox. I hope you get some rest. And you're feeling better tomorrow. The purple outfit. But yeah. At least we made some progress. Slow progress, but progress. Good night, Dragon. And thank you guys for joining again, as you always do. Yeah, so you need your rest. You're gonna need lots of rest, I think, now again. But yeah, so thank you guys for joining. It was a good stream, I think. Technical issues aside, me and my yeah, I was just all over the show with the buttons today, apparently, for some reason. But that's whatever. That's just me being all thumbs. And slight technical difficulties with sound at the beginning, which is just annoying, because I don't know what that issue was, but it's fine. It's sorted out. It's okay. But yeah, thank you for joining me, and if anyone made it to this part of the frickin' VOD on YouTube, A, congratulations, B, sorry, and C, if you would like to watch all the madness go down in real time and hop on and assist, because I'm an idiot, I stream every Friday and Saturday at 11 PM CAT, and you are more than welcome to come join us and hang out with us and watch me fail at gaming, as I done today, and streaming apparently. Anyway, thank you guys for joining, and I will see you all next time. Bye!